Hi guys, my name is Bill Damiano. I am doing a review of the AWC201-B webcam from Amcrest. I compared the Amcrest AWC201-B to a few other webcams, including Logitech c922, SJCam's SJ4000, which I used as a webcam, Dell Latitude E5540's onboard webcam, and the onboard webcam for the Acer R14. I do some live streaming and podcasting on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube using OBS and StreamYard. And my wife sells jewelry on Facebook Live. So we do use our cameras pretty heavily. For the purposes of this review, I'm going to compare the audio and video of the Logitech c922 with the Amcrest AWC201-B on both my Dell Latitude E5540 and Acer R14 laptops. All the tests were conducted using OBS. So for audio, as you will hear, the audio did not work at all on the Acer laptop for the Amcrest camera. It produced an annoying noise only. It did work on the Dell laptop, but it was quieter and a little bit muddled compared to the audio from the Logitech c922 camera. I would use the microphone on the Amcrest camera in a pinch, but we have an external USB mic, so this isn't an issue for us. This is me doing audio with the c922 as well on the Dell Latitude E5540. Here's the audio from the Amcrest camera on the Dell Latitude E5540. It seems to be working much better than it did on the Acer, but I'll have to check it on the replay. Video. The two biggest issues when compared to the Logitech c922 is that the coloring is off and the lack of the autofocus. Both of these items were issues while we did jewelry lives on Facebook. The colors of the jewelry are important for the sale of the jewelry, and it's just too far off. We cannot use the camera for these lives. However, we are not selling jewelry or anything like that on our podcasts, so the coloring issues and the autofocus aren't really enough to worry about for my podcasts, and the camera can be used for those streams and has been used for those streams for over the last week. Let's take a look at those. Here I'm using the Logitech c922 camera. You'll see that the pink color has disappeared. This is on my Dell Latitude E5540. And there's my hot pink container. Here I am using the Amcrest camera. You can see a lot of noise on my green screen. I'm on my Dell Latitude E5540. My shirt has a pink tinge to it, and this is supposed to be a hot pink container. Here's the exact same setup, except I'm using the Logitech c922 now. You'll notice that the pink tone to my gray shirt is gone, and if I bring that same hot pink container in, it is closer to its original color. So here's an example with the camera in the running on the Acer R14 that I have. And you can see the green screen looks pretty good, which is an upgrade from when I have it plugged into the Dell. And my red color looks good, but when I bring in the hot pink container, that is definitely not hot pink. And I've been trying to find a lot to install to fix the color correction. I even tried to create a lot to change the color correction and color grading, and so far I haven't been able to get these colors correct. The camera tends to struggle a bit in lower light situations like the one I'm in now. You can see the the glow around my face, and the edges are kind of, there's a lot of noise there. But that isn't a huge drawback for us as we have a lighting setup that we use. As I mentioned earlier, the coloring is definitely off on both the laptops I used it on. It has more digital noise than the Logitech c922. There's a very good chance that the AWC201-B is going to become my go-to camera for my podcasting live streams, but due to the issues with the coloring and the autofocus, makes it difficult for us to use it for my wife's lives for her jewelry business. Overall, I would say the camera could be worth its price depending on the scenario that you'll be using it in.